Good day, welcome to Air TV Africa, Nigeria #1 internet radio and web TV on education. And today on trending educational news, March 2026 edition, we have trending educational news for the month of March. The first one says, FG moves to recruit retirees. The federal government has proposed the temporary engagement of retired teachers and skilled volunteers as part of measure to address staffing shortage in country educational sector. It came to our news desk a few days back that the federal government has proposed to engage retirees and volunteers for teaching job all over Nigeria. And the proposal is contained in the National Teachers Policy released last month by the Federal Ministry of Education. The document outline a ranges of interventions aimed at addressing present challenges we have in education affecting teacher professions, including acute teacher shortage, decline quality of instruction, and retention rates. So this is a good one. I want to tell all retired teachers that is good news for all retirees who are just at home, who have nothing doing, that they cannot share their experience, and the federal government is trying to engage them back through the State Ministry of Education. And over 200,000 shortage of teachers we have all over Nigeria, according to Ministry of Education. So my name is Abifab. I'm your host today on Trending Educational News for March edition. The second one says, UCH makes history with NEURONABIGATION. UCH, that is University College of Osun, University College Ibadan Hospital, make history with NEURONAVIGATION procedure. University of Ibadan, the University College Hospital, UCH Ibadan, has successfully performed its first NEURONAVIGATION spine surgery on the 25th of February, which last month, on 25th of February 2026 at the main theater of the university. This is a good one, an improvement to healthcare sector and education in Nigeria. The last one says, JAMB declare leads Varsity law admission illegal. The Joint Admission and Matriculation Board declared that Lead City University law admission is illegal, it's fake. The Joint Admission has declared any admission offer into the law department or law faculty of Lead University as illegal, and one candidate to disregard such offer. JAMB made this declaration following numerous reports alleging that the candidates were being admitted into law program of the school, and which is fake. The school went on suspended. The school law department was suspended by the Council of Legal Education some years back, and up to now the school is still admitting students for law. So JAMB came up plainly to warn candidates not to go to Lead University for law program. The other programs are still on, especially for law program. Thank you for that, JAMB, for trying your best to give Nigerians the information, because information is why these parents or students still choose to go to that university when the law program has been suspended. Thank you for this, JAMB. FG to scrap common entrance examination for students. The federal government of Nigeria has announced a plan to phase out the common entrance examination for pupils moving from primary school to junior secondary school in Nigeria, replacing it with a continuous assessment paper. Honorable Minister of Education said the assessment record will follow each pupils from primary 1 to primary 6 before entering to junior secondary school. He said even if they change school to another school, it ensures proper monitoring of their records. This is what the Honorable Minister said. So even if they change school, whether from private to public or from public to private, or from another school to another school, there's still going to be a record, and the academic progress will be studied and will be monitored. It's set to introduce the learner identification number for people starting from primary 1. So there's going to be an identification number for each pupils in each school to guarantee or to manage and monitor those moving from primary school to secondary school. This is another good one for under the Federal Ministry of Education, under our able Minister Dr. Alausa Dr. Alausa. The next one, University of Ilesha, Osun State, acknowledged the disbursement of Nigerian Educational Loan Fund. That's NELFUND. NELFUND. The institutions received the 2024-2025 NELFUND disbursement to about 1,254 students of the university, amounting to 376,887,400. I repeat that news again. The University of Ilesha, Osun State, acknowledge the disbursement of Educational Loan Fund, NELFUND. The institution received the 2024-2025 NELFUND loan disbursement for 1,254 students of the institution. This is a good one coming from NELFUND, and total amount disbursed to the school is 376,887,000 was disbursed to University of Ilesha for NELFUND loan for this 2024-2025 academic session. For those students who benefit, congratulations to you, and for also parents who also were relieved of this fee, congratulations to you also. The next one here is a good news from a private university. Christian Varsity celebrate another 100% in nursing examination. Christian University is a private university based in Ogun State and Abeokuta. The management of Christian University Abeokuta, led by the Vice Chancellor, Professor Abraham Bajabiamila, have received with jubilation the good news of 100% success recorded by students of the Department of Nursing in the recent concluded 2026 NMNC professional examination. So congratulations to Christian University. We wish you good luck and wish you continue to break even in this course of nursing in Nigeria and in Africa at all. The next one is another one from NELFUND. Osun State University Osogbo acknowledged disbursement by Nigerian Educational Loan Fund NELFUND of another six batches of NELFUND disbursement to Uni Osun for institutional loan to 5,924 students across six tranches as follows. So the Osun State University also have received the disbursement of the sixth batch, which is in six tranches. The first one, they said the first tranche came as we have 1,454 students on the 29th of January. That amounts to 527,603. I repeat, the first tranche is 1,454 students. That's the beneficiary of the first tranche of the student loan that came in. 1,454 students on the 29th of January 2026, amounting to 527,603. The second one is 1,101 students on the 13th of February. 1,101 students on the 13th of February 2026, amounting to 378,262. The third tranche, the third one, came amounting to 1,435 students on the 18th, that is 5 days after the second one came, on the 18th of February 2026, amounting to 479,392. I repeat that again. The third one that came, the third tranche, 1,435 students on the 18th of February 2026, amounting to 479,392. The fourth one that also came to Osun State University, 769 students on the 26th of February. That means in the month of February, 3 batches were received. 769 students on the 26th of February 2026, amounting to 261,390,000. The fifth also came 368 students on the 5th of March, the same month, on the 5th of March 2026, which amount to 122,149,000 naira. Yes, that is for the fifth one, for the fifth with 368 students. For the sixth that came last in this batch is 797 students. 797 students on the 9th of March. This is a March, that means twice came in the month of March. 797 students on the 9th of March 2026, amounting to 269,737 naira. I repeat the sixth one, 797 students on the 9th of March, 2026, amounting to 269,737 naira. That's a good one from NELFUND and Osun State University. This is a beautiful one, and they have benefited so much. So a total for 2026, 2025-2026 academic section, Osun State University students altogether put together for the 6 batches is 524 students across the 6 batches that were received. Good ones to Osun State University and the students and beneficiaries. Other good news here again. Remember, you're on Air TV Africa, trending educational news for the month of March. I'm your host, Abifab is my name. The next good news we have here is a medical fellows not equivalent to PhD, FG Clarify. It said medical fellows are not equivalent to PhD. So it has been clarified by the federal government. So the Honorable Minister of Education has cleared the report surrounding the Federal Executive Council decision to amend the Act governing Nigerian Postgraduate Medical College, stating that the move does not equate a Doctor of Philosophy degree, which is a PhD, with a medical fellow. So there are two different things. So PhD is a Doctor of Philosophy. So that means after your first degree, after your master, you still do your PhD, which we all call the 3rd degree. So they said it is not equivalent to the fellows of the medical profession. You understand? So that's what the development has been widely misinterpreted in some reports as suggesting that a PhD degree will be replaced or be considered equivalent to a medical fellowship. No, it is not. The federal government has said this interpretation is incorrect, stated by Alausa, the Honorable Minister of Education. So it is incorrect for you to think that the PhD is equivalent to Nigerian medical fellowship degree. No, it is not. So the PhD remains the 3rd degree, and medical still remain MBBS, MBBS. Thank you for that, Mr. Minister of Education. Another NELFUND loan, another good one for NELFUND disbursement announcement. The Nigerian Education Loan Fund, NELFUND, is pleased to announce the successful disbursement student loan to beneficiary of University of Lagos. This one is for University of Lagos, UNILAG in Southwest Nigeria, under the student loan program for 2025-2026 academic section. A total of 1 billion. So this is a huge one. A total of 1,572,715,000 has been disbursed to 7,366 students across 2 tranches, as details below. Yes, University of Lagos also benefited from the NELFUND loan in this current academic section 2025-2026 admission program. And below we have 2 tranches that came to University. So the first one tranche came January 19, 2026. The first tranche came with an amount of 1,326,550,000 disbursed to 6,308 students. I will repeat again. The first tranche came January 2026 as the first batch with an amount of 1,326,550,000 naira disbursed to 6,308 students. That's the total student for that first batch is 6,308 students. While the second tranche came January 29. That's 10 days after the same January 29, 2026. We amount to this is not a billion, this is a million. Amount to 246,165,000 disbursed to 1,058 students. 1,058 students. That's the second batch that came to University of Lagos, and the total amount is 1,572,715,000. That's the total amount that came to University of Lagos to 7,366 students. That's a good one. Like I said earlier, I always say that thank God, thank President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for his approval on this the student loan program, and a lot of parents, students also have been benefiting from this program. It's a good one. We appreciate your effort on education sector and improvement in education sector. This is a good one. We appreciate that one. We appreciate it. See how the news said the Governing Council of Obafemi Awolowo University has approved the appointment of Professor Lonsin Olabikpo Adekoya. Professor Adekoya is has been approved to be emeritus professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering with immediate effect. So Professor Adekoya is a distinguished scholar, a dedicated academician, and before his retirement in 2019, he was the head of Department of Mechanical Engineering of Obafemi Awolowo University. So he has been promoted. He is now emeritus professor. Emeritus professor is retired. Emeritus professor of Mechanical Engineering of Obafemi Awolowo University. That's a good one. Always a good news in the education sector. We appreciate the Federal Ministry of Education and Mr. President for all this good news from the education sector. The next one, the JAMB Admission and Matriculation Board, JAMB, officially commenced the 2026 Direct Entry Registration Exercise. The sales of application form documents started and will run till Saturday, April 25, 2026. So, if you either you have OND, you have diploma, you have HND, you have a degree, you want to cross for direct entry, there's the time. The JAMB form for direct entry is still out and it's still on till April 25. April 25th, that's the last day for registration for direct entry candidates. That's a good one. I'm on to the next news. The next news has to do with University of Ibadan. University of Ibadan UI has asked 226 undergraduate students to withdraw over poor cumulative grade points average. Oh God, the CGPA was low and they could not cope with academics. So the University of Ibadan has asked these 226 undergraduate students to withdraw over poor performance. So that's another news, but not a cheery one for me. Any student who study through O level and pass JAMB and is in the university and could not cope with the university, you should be able to determine before going to any higher institution whether you can even start from College of Education or Polytechnic with OND instead of going to university direct. And these students wrote JAMB and pass, but some of them could not cope. So 226 students have been advised to withdraw from the University of Ibadan. The next one I have here is the federal government approved 48 billion to 12 selected universities for engineering upgrade. The Minister of Education, Dr. Tunji Alausa, disclosed this at the inauguration of the Implementation Committee on Tertiary Education Trust Fund, Special High Impact Intervention Project in Abuja. Beneficiary institutions to receive 4 billion naira each. Yes, this is a good one. The sharing one, 48 billion naira to be shared to 12 selected universities for engineering upgrade. That's a good one. We have been clamoring, and also have been clamoring for upgrade of Nigerian university system. I've been clamoring for an improvement. So they go, the institution involved. Let me read down the 12 names so that you know whether your institution is there or your alma mater is there also, and also to know if your child or you are about to gain admission to the university to study engineering, whether this your university is among. And the first one here, the Federal University of Technology, Niger State. Yes, the second one, the Federal University of Technology, Akure. The third one is Federal University of Technology, Jigawa, in Jigawa State. The fourth is Federal University of Technology, Owerri, in Imo State. The fifth one, Federal University of Technology, Ikot Abasi, Akwa Ibom State. The sixth is Nigerian Army University, Biu Borno State. The seventh, African Aviation and Airspace University, Abuja, is the number 7. Number 8, Shehu Shagari University of Education, Sokoto State, are also beneficiary. I think it's a state university. Enugu State University of Medical and Applied Science. Yes, that's Enugu State University of Medical and Applied Science. The state university also benefited. University of Ilesha, wow, Osun State also benefited. Delta State University, Delta also benefited. The last but not least on this 12 list, Abubakar Tafawa Balewa University. The Honorable Minister said an additional 20 billion naira has been provided in 2026 test fund guideline to upgrade engineering facilities in other selected universities. So other selected universities that are not among these 12 also has been approved for the 20 billion naira test fund. You know what test fund is all about. Those are institutions gain these things. So that's a good one, Honorable Minister of Education. Also, we thank Mr. President for his effort on the education sector in Nigeria for the improvement, and we are appreciating him for this. Also, I use this opportunity to say happy birthday to Mr. President. Today is your birthday. You are a year older. You are 74 today, Mr. President. From me, my crew member from ATV Africa, we say happy birthday to you. And also from the campaign organization of Aomolodo, the campaign organization, we are saying happy birthday to you, Mr. President. More grace, more able, more strength to weather this storm called leaders of Nigeria. You are a wonderful leader. We appreciate you from AirTV. Keep it up, sir. The next one on this my news bulletin for the month of March, the Joint Admission and Matriculation Board announced that a total of 2,243,816 candidates registered for the 2026 Unified Tertiary Examination. Yes, the JAMB has came up to tell us that there's an improvement, there's increment on this 2026 JAMB UTME examination. So 2,243,816 candidates put in for 2026 UTME exam. The examination is scheduled to hold nationwide from April 16 to April 25, 2026. Then we have the top 10 leading states that registered with UTME, that does registration with UTME. I know you. If I say you should guess, all of you guess right. Starting number 1 here is Lagos State. Lagos State registered 321,814 students, candidates. Lagos State 321,814 candidates. Followed by Kaduna State, far north. Kaduna, I think Kaduna is not central. Followed by Kaduna. Kaduna has 303,498 candidates. 303,498 candidates. The next one, number 3 on the list, is FCT Abuja. Abuja, the seat of power, 302,963. 302,963 candidates registered in Abuja. Ogun State, number 4 on the list. Ogun State has 137,156 candidates. Ogun State has 137,156 candidates. Then the next one, number 6, is Oyo State. Oyo registered 122,662 candidates. Oyo State, followed by Rivers. Rivers also number 7, also has 105,584 registered candidates. Followed by Kano, number 8. Kano came number 8. Kano has 83,167 registered for UTME in the year 2026. And number 9, Delta State, 77,670. Delta State, 77,670. The last on the first 10 registered is Ondo State. Ondo State has 66,200 and number 9, sorry. Ondo State has 66,270 candidates. While Nasarawa, which is listed on the number 10, sorry, not Ondo State, listed on number 10. Nasarawa State has 65,739 candidates registered for JAMB. The JAMB has increased its centers to 1,000 examination centers, CBT centers across the country. That's an increment from 2025. In 2025, they have about 800 CBT centers. But this year, 2026, they're going to have 1,000 CBT centers. That's a good one. I appreciate JAMB for this. But they have done well. This comes to the end of trendy educational news for the month of March. We come here every month end to come and give you the trendy educational news, to review to educational trendy educational news for the month. So we appreciate you. Abifab is my name. I'm your host today on this educational news. I also appreciate you viewers. Please try and also subscribe to our channel. Try also make comment on some of this news. We come here to read for you. Make comments, share our video, because without you, we can't be here. And We appreciate you watching us every time. Thank you. Bye-bye for now. See you next month on Trending Educational News in April. Bye.